get your sign and your dog. I didn't get your sign and your dog. Thanks, man. I'm an Army brat.
Oh, yeah?
That's the Army Security Agency. My dad was there for 25 years. He was a 30-year lifer, fought in World War II, Vietnam, and Korea.
Holy shit.
My father, yeah. So I'm with you, man. Another bit.
Seattle Community Colleges.
That's the Faculty Union of Seattle Community Colleges.
Just this afternoon,
our
executive board passed a resolution. Endorsing the ideals of this movement.
Woo!
endorsing the actions that we're going to take in support of the movement.
Endorsing the actions that we're going to take in support of the movement.
And rallying to welcome you in style.
To welcome you in style. This is honoring
a long tradition
of
protest and social justice movement
protest and social justice movements
at Seattle Central.
at Seattle Central.
We are going to work together
We are going to work together
to turn around
to turn around
the inequality gap that has gone beyond measure.
the inequality gap that has gone beyond measure.
And we're going to work together
And we're going to work together
to undo
to undo
the 15% cuts in Gregoire's budget.
the 15% cuts in Gregoire's budget.
So welcome, be safe,
Be safe.
have solidarity,
Have solidarity.
and that's it.
And that's it.
Mic check. My name is Shama.
My name is Shama.
I am an occupier.
I am an occupier.
I am one of the 99%.
I am one of the 99%.
I am also a faculty member
I'm also a faculty member
here at Seattle Central,
here at Seattle Central.
a member
A member
of AFT Local 1789.
of AFT Local 1789.
And first of all,
And first of all,
I want to express my gratitude
I want to express my gratitude
to Karen
to Karen
and everyone in the union
and everyone in the union
that has given us so much vocal support.
that has given us so much local support.
They have decided,
They have decided,
just like we did,
just like we did,
that we cannot remain silent.
that we cannot remain silent.
Now is the time
Now is the time
to fight back.
to fight back.
We are now staring
We are now staring
into an economic abyss
into an economic abyss
that we are being dragged into.
that we are being dragged into
The 1%,
by the 1%,
the big banks,
the big banks,
the big corporations,
the big corporations,
and the politicians of the big business parties.
and the politicians of the big business parties.
They are giving themselves
They are giving themselves
not billions,
not billions,
but trillions of dollars.
billions of dollars.
And they're telling us
And they're telling us
there's not enough money
there's not enough money
for jobs,
for jobs,
for education,
for education,
for healthcare,
for healthcare,
for a basic standard of living.
for a basic standard of living.
And we are here to tell them
And we are here to tell them
that we are going to fight
that we are going to fight
for an alternate future
for an alternate future
where the 99%
where the 99%
can control
can control
the wealth
the wealth
and the decisions
and the decisions
of what to do with that wealth
of what to do with that wealth
democratically together.
democratically together.
Like Karen mentioned, Governor Gregoire, who's a Democrat, has just announced a new budget, which is not going to get better for us, but only worse. They have announced a further 15% cut in higher education. And look at the state of higher education. We don't need cuts.
We don't need cuts.
We need extra funding.
We need extra funding.
We have to fight
We have to fight
not only to end these cuts,
not only to end these cuts,
but to expand the funding.
but to expand the funding.
And when Gregoire says
And when Gregoire says
there's no money,
there is no money,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's out of my hands.
It's out of my hands.
That is a bald-faced lie.
That is a bald-faced lie. In this state.
And in this country.
And in this country.
This country is the wealthiest country in the world.
This country is the wealthiest country in the world.
Washington State.
Washington State
is one of the wealthiest states in the nation.
It's one of the wealthiest states in the nation.
Big corporations.
We have big corporations.
And billionaires who live here.
And billionaires who live here.
Do they think we're stupid?
Do they think we're stupid?
To believe that there's not enough money.
That there's not enough money.
Well, we're not.
Well, we're not.
And I hope, brothers and sisters, that we will take this energy, this enthusiasm, in this feeling of empowerment, not only to succeed in this occupation, but to define ourselves as a political movement. What are we going to do? How are we going to achieve all these grand ideas that we have? Now is the time to put our ideas into action. And I hope that we will use the upcoming opportunities at the General Assemblies and when we're talking to each other to decide what we're going to do. Let's think of the next steps. Let's see how we can create a sustainable economy, run democratically by the 99%. Thanks again for the school, the students and the faculty for welcoming us. We all stand together